Alrighty. Y'all ready? Ever since I heard Tetris Grandmaster 4 was becoming a reality and not just a failed game from the mid 2000s, and I thought it was going to be on Steam, I was ready to throw down $35. And come release date, day one, game is a disastrous launch with the inability to rebind keyboard mappings, which a lot of people happen to use keyboard, and so that is extremely problematic. People were having their collection data erased in Konoha, or the all clear mode. And an even worse problem, thousands of people weren't able to get their game to launch. And come a week of bug reporting later, turned out that the game was incompatible with a specific instruction set that a lot of CPUs happen to not have. I think it's AFX2 or AVX2, whichever one. Either way, I was one of the many people that couldn't get the game working specifically because of the chipset incompatibility with CPUs. So I have been waiting until I refunded the game out of frustration and was waiting for an eventual announcement for an update to the game that would hopefully mitigate these compatibility problems. And so come roughly just over a week later, and version 1.1 hits, and it states that the problem is fixed. I didn't get the motive until like a couple of days later, like actually just last night, to try firing this up after rebuying the game and hoping to God it would work, and I'm surprised it did. And so, I mean, next thing I see, the game starts in full screen. A lot of games will have themselves in full screen. Like I've seen it with Sonic Mania, Hollow Knight, lots of other stuff that I have tried out. I changed the settings and I try to get into windowed mode. It tells me I need to restart the game for the settings to take effect. So I do that, and I fire up the game again. It's still in full screen. So that's weird, isn't it? So next thing you know, I'm deciding uh, maybe change some of the other settings besides trying to make the game windowed and see if that will change or save when I close out the game and then boot it up another time. Game is still in full screen, even though I have kept trying to put it in windowed mode. I go into settings, I go into the other settings that are not related to graphics. It turned out all the other stuff was getting saved, except it wasn't saving the fact that I was trying to put it in windowed mode. After about half an hour trying to troubleshoot this last night, I got so pissed that I gave up and decided it wasn't worth it. Not too long after I started working down on the problem off stream, I was sent a settings INI file that somebody had which already had put the game in the windowed mode. I replaced mine, and sure enough, it's running in windowed mode, and it runs beautifully. So, for the first time, I finally get to play Tetris Grandmaster 4 2 weeks after it launched. And so, it's time. So, it's time, boys. Finally get to play this game. I've been waiting. I've been wanting to do a lot to this as soon as I had access to the game, once I finally got it working. And, let's not make haste. So, first things first, I want to go into the options and start looking at all the settings. Oh, okay, we got a lot here. Tetris skin customization, what do we have here? Oh, monochrome? Oh, that's a colorblind friendly way of having Tetris skins. Alright. Diagonal inputs. This was something that version 1.1 I believe had added, specifically for like keyboard stuff, because a lot of people would be playing this on the keyboards. You can have up to 6 next pieces? That's more than what TGM3 allows you. TGM3 only lets you have up to 3 next pieces. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess you could turn off the ability to hold if you're really feeling it. Display input during game and Tetris randomization. You definitely need input display. Tetris directional guide. Okay, sound settings. Okay, if anyone's in the stream and finds the audio too loud, please let me know. Okay, so now we got... Alright. Space for hard drop is fine in regular Tetris games, but for Tetris Grandmaster, it kind of... I think about that doesn't look right. Oh, we got backstep buttons too. Alright. Nothing else. Let's just look through the credits and stuff and take a look what this has before we actually jump into the game. Basically, this game has a couple more modes than what TGM3 has provided. Where Tetris Grandmaster 3 had an easy mode, it had the standard master mode, and then it had Shiranui and Sakura, which is supposed to be based off of Card Captor Sakura. Like a Dr. Mario puzzle kind of like clear condition for stages. And Tetris Grandmaster 4 adds in a bunch of new stuff. They've got versus computers. They have an for all levels marathon mode, which is interesting. Trying to play that in TGM style. And they've got Asuka, which is a mode that already starts in 20G and is intended for intermediate players and up, where your goal is to simply just raise the level counter as high as you can within the time limit. Then there's like the master mode, which is pretty much what I could think of as Shiranui. Then you have Konoha, which is all clear mode. You have giant pieces, and you just need it all clear as many times as you can within time limit. Just look at the legal notes here. 2002? 2002 legal notice on a game that just released this month? 23 years later? What? That's... okay, that's bizarre. Also, I kinda saw something about this. This game has achievements for explicitly statistics and not like clearing modes, which is a shame. But okay. Also, they have a lot of stats. Way too many stats. How many times you play with rules, tetrameters placed, lines cleared, number of different line clears, all cleared with specific line counts. Key spins, combos, and number of times left initial rotation system and right rotation. Okay, this track's way too much. Also, the music is a bop. Oh, in case in point, when I talked about Konoha and the all-clear mode, Character Encyclopedia, there's a lot of anime girls to unlock in this. I think there's 50 illustrations I see here. Yeah, 50. Lots of anime. I'm very indifferent to it. So, this is really not anything I'd worry about. Okay, so this is gonna be my very first time playing this. Let me just standard and let's just do the beginner marathon. Just see what this looks like. Edge and flank. Ooh, nice music remix. Oh, the just T-spin triple. I love doing that kind of stuff. Oh, that spin doesn't count? I gotta admit, this controls kind of strangely in like TGM's stuff. I know I'm not playing it in actual TGM mode, but it still feels weird. So this is the standard marathon mode, you just gotta clear 150 lines. Clear it and then... yeah. That's all you gotta do. And then you just get your final score, I guess. Alright. So that's marathon. I know I'm playing this in standard. I will get the TGM soon enough. I just want to see how these modes play out in standard before I try to play it like it's Grandmaster. Okay, I want to try Shiranui, the CPU mode. I want to try this. I'm curious. Just casual DT cannon over there. Ah, messed it up. Oh, let's go! That was sick. That was awesome. I just accidentally pulled a double T-spin set up with the garbage. Oh, and if you beat a CPU well enough, I saw that you get to unlock a next set of tiers for the CPU to be. So the gist is just be super fast, and if you can DT cannon, just do it, and keep advancing the CPU tier. I feel like we just fool around with this a whole ton until I get to the point where I actually can't beat the computer. This is gonna be interesting to do. Oh, new music. I want to see how high I can boost the tier before I can't keep up anymore.
Long.
I swerve. It's time. Seriously, this music kicks so much ass. I love it. Let's do this. I'm just playing Shiranui mode. I already played the standard marathon and got nearly 300,000. Whoa, that just opened up with a T-Spin Mini. Okay, now the AI is starting to pick up on stuff that I would do. I'm not used to that piece drop delay that TGM style has. Case in point.
Letting go.
Now that's how we T-spin.
Ready. Go.
Okay, I think I have an arbitrary setup here. Oh, wait. Wait, I have a T-spin tower. Hold on. Can I get pieces I want? For this? I had a T-spin tower. Oh, maybe if my TPs came in a little earlier. Okay.
Go.
I'll just spam stack now.
Ready. Go.
What do y'all think of this so far? I haven't played it in actual TGM style, which I know a lot of people would love to see.
Ready. Go.
There we
Ready.
go.
Go.
hand.
Ready. Go.
Okay, let's actually get back to like the actual game modes. Shiranui is just like the side computer player thing. I saw screenshots of people actually getting it to like tier 90 and above, which is pretty high. So I'm just gonna step this back into the actual game modes. I've shown off Marathon, a little bit of Shiranui, which is computer player. Okay, I'm gonna be serious and curious. How well am I gonna do in Asuka?
Ready. Go.
Basically, everything starts in 20G instantly, and you have the ability to backstep pieces. Oh, and if you ever make a bad move, you can really backstep and undo by just hitting a specific button on your keyboard. It would cost you time to do it, so ideally you try to stack better, so you don't have to do it that often. Oh. Wait, am I supposed to specifically clear? I'm stuck having the down stack. I can't advance the level counter. Okay, I think I read somewhere that for this mode you can only advance if you actually clear a Tetris as your transition. Otherwise you're stuck. And yet I can't do that because my stack is messy. There we go. There we go. Ah! There's the undo feature. This is where it gets really fast. Oh god, that is fast! Get to 800 plus and the speed jump is insane. Not bad for a first attempt. I admit I got stuck trying to get up to 300 because I was apparently supposed to clear a Tetris so those little like boxes above the level counter could help me get by. I think I can get to around 900 or so. People have apparently gone up to like 1400 or something on this. They probably did it on like the regular like TGM stuff, but let's try this again.
letting go,
I want to go for 700. I want to see what I can do now that I'm... That was awesome. I was able to completely downstack that. Okay, now I'm gonna start letting it auto-lock. Oh! Alright, here we go. Something good's gonna happen. Oh. I was stuck at 999 because I had no means of creating a... I had no means of making a Tetris. Okay, well... Suffice to say, I basically got to 1,000. I know there's supposed to be some, like, really nasty mechanic that comes up after 1,000. Except too bad that was at the point I just couldn't quite keep up. Okay. Uh... That's good. Not sure how to describe, but okay. Alright. Now to play one of the other modes. Okay, now which one do I want to play? Do I want to play Master or Konoha? Do I want all clears or do I want an even more difficult Master mode? Do I want Shiranui? Actually, let's just do the all clears. So Konoha, score as many all clears as you can with giant pieces. Oh. The fox fell over because I don't think I could have found a solution. What the? Oh. Oh yeah, rotation in this game is awkward. The gist of what I was seeing is that fox specifically shows up if there's a possible all-clear solution it could find. That's an interesting all-clear. So it wants me to do this because... Oh, that's an interesting solve. Messed up inputs. Just trying to downstack. I'm definitely out of time here. Yeah, 18 all clears. That was extremely hard. It's extremely hard to get good at this without having some memorization of like what pieces you can use to form a perfect clear without having to use the guide to get assistance on where to start. I gotta admit, some of the solutions that it finds are not what I'd be thinking, because then again, this is not the kind of stuff that people do. And this is the I don't know. Okay, next is that master mode. And then I'll start playing these on the TGM control method. In this unprecedented trial of Tetris skills, this mode is for top-level players. Aim as high as possible. This is the one that was demonstrated in the official trailers for this game with a cyclone effect that happens at level 1000 that they intentionally censored off. I might not even be able to make it to 1000 on Master without some serious dedication, but I I don't want to be spoiled about how ridiculous the Cyclone is going to be. If I can get there. Yeah, this is Shirase, right out of the gate. Whoa! Yeah. Also, banger warning. Okay, time for the first really nasty effect this game's gonna do. So, if I could actually down stack to the bottom, this would be great. Now you can't clear lines underneath a specific height. Have fun. No! That's a messy stack. Time for the next one. Time for another freeze. Oh! Ah! I got to E49. Ugh. It gets really difficult. Really, really difficult from there. Oh god. Ugh. I was barely able to clear any Tetrises when I know I could go to do a bunch because this just controls so weirdly. You know what I'm gonna do? Like, having space for hard drop, especially in something like this, does not feel natural, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna rebind that control so that it's up like it is in Tetris Grandmaster games. So, alright, we need to get rid of that rotation. I need to press the delete key. That's a bot. Okay, and then the wands. Here. Okay. Oh, I have to actually map a button for this. So let's just store a random button there. There we go. I just want to make sure the control actually works. Oops. Alright, just want to test real quick. Okay. Now I'll try this again. Okay.
Go.
I think my keyboard tried to ghost, attempting the rotation I tried to do. Oh, I think my keyboard actually is ghosting, trying to do certain inputs. Oh, peaky freeze is about to happen. Yeah, my keyboard is ghosting doing certain inputs. Like there. And there. I'm not going to read chat for this run, so as the gamers say, let me cook. Right, Peaky 2. Okay, this is where I died last time. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, that threw me off. That threw me in for a loop. Oh god. The speed increase is nasty. Oh, I can surely hit 1,000. See what Cyclone's about. I can surely get 1,000. Okay, now that I can read chat, got here. Hi Ubuntu. How am I liking the game? Since I'm finally able to play it, here's what I think. I have not tried the TGM stuff yet, in terms of the rule set. I've only just done standard on this. Trying to play versus mode, coming over from Tetrio, like trying to play Shiranui. the small delay you have between each piece dropping to when the next one spawns is throwing me off, especially when I do DT cannon openers against the bot. I've got it up to tier 31 so far and just wanted to look at the other modes. Konoha, the all clear mode, I haven't gotten past 20. I only gave it one good shot because I just wanted to see what it was about. Asuka is silly, gimmicky. I don't like the fact that you have to have a Tetris clear in order to advance the next 100 section, because I actually got to 999, and because I didn't have any possible way of getting a Tetris due to messy stacks and it getting so fast, the fox was just stuck falling over at 999 right as time buzzed out. But I know I can get to 1000 if I can get a Tetris on the 900 section. This was my second attempt at Master. I can surely get to 1000. Is my internet connection a bit slow? Streaming at 360p? My internet connection, not necessarily. I have a bit of a technicality for why I do it at 360p, and that's specifically because of internet bandwidth. Like I'm kind of contradicting what I just said, but hear me out. My upload speed only goes up to about 1.5 megabytes a second max, and my computer is not really the most equipped for high quality streaming at like 720p with like 1500 bitrate. This computer doesn't really have that much of a graphics card, so doing this at 360p is just the way I have to put up with it. Which, it's unfortunate considering a game this modern, but I have to do with it. And usually I don't want the bitrate as low as it is. I'm actually at 550 bit rates. I would be doing this at much higher bit rates if I weren't streaming so frequently starting this year. Also, I spent Dean. I'm trying to scroll through chat just seeing what's up. You can get an all clear in a section as well, but if you're high on your stack, then yeah, that doesn't help. No, this is a good question to bring up, because in my case, I intentionally do this in order to make sure I'm not consuming too much like internet with my daily streams and stuff. You know what? How about I just try going for 1000 in Master? If I can get to 1000, I'll be able to see what Cyclone's about. This would be potential like spoiler warning for whatever Cyclone is, if I do get to 1000. I'm gonna try for it.
Ready. Go.
Wish me luck. I have not very adjusted to TGM. So here's the thing, I have some Tetris Grandmaster experience, which is how I'm able to somewhat take down this kind of stuff. I have GM and TGM1 in 12 minutes 8 seconds, and I also have S7 Professional in TGM3 with a qualified S6 to my name, like years ago. Whoa. I should survive this. Alright, Piggy 2. Ah! Oh my god! That speed curve! That speed curve at 900 throws me off, and I'm not able to downstack that well. I can't downstack at that speed. Okay, now that I can read chat again, I could also practice 900. Yes. I'm surprised this has a practice feature that lets you pretty much start yourself in any possible condition. I love that. Yeah, like, I want to be able to try and just like pull this off in a run, that way I can get to it during all the action. Like, I don't know. I never went and cleared TGM2. I never went at tap. It's a whole different beast.
Letting go.
Oh, there's nothing else I wanted to mention about this game. The music is an actual bop. And I'm not in immediate danger, of course. I didn't want to be this high up. Well, Peaky 1 was about to start. Uh! Eyepiece lockout. I'd locked out on eyepiece. I wasn't sure how that was gonna work. Then again, I need to mention I am not good at surviving that high up on the board. I'm a very speed-oriented player, but I am not that well-rounded out in some of the stuff that I probably should have for my level. Also, sometimes I try to drop a piece so quickly that it'll lock before I can really get it where I want to. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh! This is definitely easier than Shiranui, I'll give it that. Like, I myself actually have a chance at getting to the really nasty gimmicks in this mode. If I can survive to that point, of course. Oh! Ah, again. Okay, I can at least get to the 900s, but then anywhere after that, I'm just screwed over by the sudden speed boost. There's a major speed boost at 900 that I'm not able to get myself around. I do want to get to 1,000. I do want to see what this whole shtick about Cyclone's about.
Long.
This is the journey. I'm glad I got in on this craze. Okay, these rotations are strange. Bail. Uh. I couldn't get around that rotation. That was extremely gimmicky.
letting go.
That was a cool skim. Fly got on my nose. No! I completely lost control. I'm trying my hardest. I have to push myself quite a lot to do this. Like, I'm gonna make sure the rest of this part of the stream is just me trying to go for this. Even if I don't seem like I'm that great at trying to stack like it, like I should be able to do it. Oh, that was a save. Okay, I was mostly clean stacked going in. Ah! Oh no no! Oh no no! Oh no 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 no! I thought I had a rotation in place. I'm dead. I'm dead. I couldn't get that one piece on the top right on over. Oh god.
letting go,
I'm trying really hard, I'm sorry. I just wanted to join the club of being able to achieve greatness. Not good. I should have tried to skim I. I could have potentially skimmed I flat. That actually was possible. And yet it's going so fast I can't physically react and stuff in time, and you know,
letting
it's
go.
the monster. I can only go so fast. And then I get to a point where I physically cannot react in time. Oh, game lag. Oh. It lagged again! I'm literally dying to my game slowing down because of Discord lag spikes and stuff. And I know it's Discord because Discord does this to me. I'm just gonna close Discord so that it doesn't happen. That people won't be able to know that I'm live streaming. He was able to stack perfectly. There we go. Perfect Tiki 1. Wow, that stack shift is crazy. Whoa! Alright, we meet again. What? I'm done. Fuck off. I was right there. That's it. I'm ending the session.